Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day. And today is Thursday the 7th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning, got the dog out, went and jumped in the hot tub for a little bit. Wife got off to work without incident. Had a few things get done this morning, got a couple things accomplished, nothing too major. Hanging out with the dog, getting some things done, chilling out with him, trying to wear him out so he's not such a pain in the ass, because he has really been a pain in the ass this trip. And yeah, not nearly as comfortable with him here as normally, but normally there's other dogs for him to play with, and this time there's not. So yeah, he's been a handful. He needs other dogs to play with and wear him out, I think, is what part of the problem is, but it is what it is. So I did get a few things done though. I don't know, a few early-ish morning still. Decided I was gonna go out and get the yard mowed and get some other stuff done in the yard work, and to the battery in the lawnmower, went out and it started mowing, and then I stopped, moved some stuff around so I could mow around it, and it wouldn't start back up. And by start up means it's electric, so it's not really starting, it's flashing a code saying, like, I think it's the thermal overprotection load, which the code, I remember reading the code before, and that's what it was. But it's been acting up off and on. It seems like in the past I could just start it like half a dozen times, and by start it means hold the button down, pull the lever, and then it'll boom and then die. But if you do it enough times, it'll then keep running. And then I found once it does that, if I don't let the motor stop and just keep the motor running the whole time, it'll go through the whole battery and I can mow the whole yard, or at least parts of the yard. Even like crossing the street to go mow my father-in-law's house, I'll let the mower keep running the whole time, because when I stop it, it doesn't restart again. So, and I couldn't get to restart at all. Changed the batteries out, tried 3 different batteries, and nothing. And so I looked online, and there's a couple mowers up in Port Orange at Lowe's, and not the ones I really wanted, but ones that would work. I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So I looked on Amazon, and it was like $50 cheaper on Amazon, and I get different batteries, options, a whole bunch of options now with these electric mowers, but they can have it here tomorrow. So I said to hell with it, I just ordered the darn thing and gave up on driving up and buying one. So went ahead, I thought, well, I'm already out here, I already planned on doing yard work, so broke out my new edger that I bought to get the power head to run my pole saw and stuff after the hurricane, because it had died. And I was like, okay, I'll just go ahead and get this figured out. So got it running, got it all hooked up, and I'd used the motor part on other items, but not on the edge itself. And thought, well, I'll just edge my yard, my sidewalk and driveway. And then I was like, well, might as well go ahead and edge the father-in-law's, I'm already doing it. So went ahead and edged his, and then I'm like, well, I might as well edge the street. So edge the street, and I was out there way longer than I should have been. Like, and it makes my hands go numb and stuff. I'm out there with the edger, mowing the grass off the edge of the concrete and that, and then I would go ahead and after that I would like take the shovel and shovel it up and get rid of it all and stuff, clean it off. So a lot more work than it needed to be, but then went ahead and got the blower out, blew everything off and stuff, and all that good fun, everything included with it. Just seems to be a lot more work, and it probably wouldn't be so bad if I would do it more often, but I really hate edging, so I put it off for too long. Then it makes it more work than it is, which makes me hate edging more. So maybe if I set it up like a reminder to do it like once a month, I wouldn't hate it so much. But I still got to do the street part of my father-in-law's house to get it cleaned up. But my hands were like just numb, and it just wasn't worth doing. So went in, changed my shoes, and went and got my run in. Done it earlier than I needed to. Normally I run right before my wife gets home from work, but had a bunch of other stuff I had to get done, so I'm already dirty and gross. So got my run in, played the dog first for a while, kind of played with him again, and then I went for my run, got back from my run, and jumped in the shower, and had reached out to one of my clients that is retired and asked him if he'd be willing to take me out to get my wife's car today, and he said he would be able to. So I was like, cool, we can get that figured out. He said he got done golfing early, he would be had to head home, let his dog out, and then he'd head my way. Told him to take his time, it's no big hurry, and then went ahead and got dressed. He texted, said he was on his way, so I grabbed my bottle of water, which usually at this point I would have been on my 3rd bottle of soda, but I only had 1 this morning. I was on my 4th bottle of water at this point, nor would have been a 3rd bottle of soda. But I thought, well, I'm just gonna grab the bottle of water and take it instead. So I grabbed my ice water and headed out, got the dog all happy and gave him some treats, and basically headed out driveway, met the owner, the client of mine, that owner's dog, and then we ran up to Bunnell, picked up my car, went in and made sure the guy was there and everything was good to go. So I sent the other guy home and thanked him for his trip, and I'll probably just not charge him. He has a dog coming over Saturday for daycare, so I'll just give him that day for free since he gave me the ride. So, and he's like, he was pretty happy to do it. He's like, I'm retired. He goes, outside of playing golf 2 days a week, Tuesday he plays with a bunch of friends, and Thursdays he plays with like a golf, I guess a club, whatever it used to be, like a league. I guess it'd be a golf league. There's like, I don't know, he said about 40 guys in the league that they all hit other golf courses right around here, like Daytona area and that, and stay close because some of the guys don't like to drive very far anymore, so they're all getting older. And we just kind of chatted and talked on the way up there, and it was good. He headed home, so that worked out good. And then talked to the guy I bought the car from / mechanic that rebuilt his cars and stuff. He was able to find the part. He has a lot better connections with used car part dealers and whatnot that I didn't have, so that worked out well. He was able to get it fixed, and we chatted and talked about all kinds of random stuff. Dude's from Poland, moved here, I'm not sure how many years ago, but we chat and we have a lot of interesting conversations about how we grew up and different things. So we talked for a while, went over the car, what he did to it, what it took to find the problem, how hard it was to find the problem, a lot of good fun stuff. I got him paid, and then we reprogrammed the key fob, because the key fob I had would start the car, but it wouldn't. I got a key, it unlocked the lock and doors and stuff, trunk, and it would crank over, but it's like it had no spark. There wasn't any fuel. I couldn't tell which one it was, but it wasn't making the ignition work. So he went ahead and we swapped out the key, and apparently the guts to the key he had swapped it over and had the wrong one. He had it programmed, but the doors only not to start the motor. So we got that at least. So now we got 2 working keys, which is much better than having 1. And then I'll probably look into getting a 3rd made also. But right now I've got an extra guts to a key fob that will lock and unlock the doors and open the trunk, but it will not start the car. So what I might do is hide that like in like a lockbox underneath the car, and like that way when I go for a run, if we go somewhere, we can lock the keys, actually start the car in the car I'm carrying with me, like on a long bike ride, or if I'm hiking somewhere, I just get back, slide the buttons open, hit the unlock, grab the keys out of the car itself. So that might be what I do. I haven't made that mind up 100% yet. That's what's going to happen, but at least I'll be able to stick that in my pocket and like be able to go for my run, not carry all my keys with me. So that should be helpful. Headed back home, got here, let the dog in a little bit, let him out, let the guy know I made it back finally. He goes, "Oh, you took a while." And I'm like, "Yeah." So we talked some and went over the car and whatnot, and then but let him know I was back and the car made it safe. I checked the top while I was there, went up and down without issue, and it seems to be working fine. It replaced the convertible top controller brain modular is what it ended up being, and we also replaced the package tray motor, both. So we went ahead and got that done, so that worked out good, and it should be good to go. So I brought it home, stuck it in the garage for my wife. Didn't tell her that I was even going to getting it, because part of me was like a little bit of like, I don't want to get her hopes up if it didn't work, and somehow I got the thing wasn't fixed properly kind of thing. So but I went ahead and left it in the garage with the top down, which up until we got it fixed, we've been putting the top up like when we get back, that way she could take it to work the next day and not have to worry about it. So we only put the top down when she was heading home. So one time she ever put the top down, because knowing that if it didn't work, she could always just leave it in the garage and then worry about getting it to a shop and getting it fixed later. So, which down here in Florida, it rains every damn day. So would have been like an enclosed trailer to haul it somewhere to get it worked on. So, but it's working. I was excited about that. So played the dog a little bit, waited for her to get home from work, and it was not long after I got there. I hadn't been home very long at all. So went ahead, she texted at like 5:11 and said she's heading home, which usually has been working till like 6 or later every night. So I was like, shit, I'm gonna make dinner. So ended up making some sloppy Joe mix, put in the bottom of a casserole pan, and it was supposed to be covered with cheese and tater tots, but I'm out of tater tots, and she's trying not to eat tater tots, I guess, on her diet, but she doesn't, she can only eat sweet potato fries. So I covered it with cheese and then a layer of sweet potato fries, chucked in the oven until it cooked up. And then while that was cooking, I had a client reach out wanting to do a meet and greet for her dogs. And I was well, how about we do it tomorrow? So we got it scheduled. And they'd reached out earlier. I'm like, well, probably like 7:30 before I can do it. She goes, that's fine. We'll do 7:30 tomorrow. I'm like, well, I can do tomorrow anytime. She goes, well, I don't get off work till like 6:30. And then she lives up north. She's like 7 the earliest she can get here. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, then we'll do 7:30 tomorrow. So finally got that whole thing figured out, which was kind of a pain in the butt. But these don't like doing meet and greets on Friday nights. But hopefully they show up and it all goes smoothly and won't have too much of a delay there. So but yeah, overall wasn't too bad. Dinner turned out really, really good actually. I was really surprised at how well it turned out. She was excited about how good it was too. So I went back for seconds because I didn't put that much on my plate because I don't know how like filling it was going to be. So, but yeah, we had that. Watched a little bit of Young Sheldon, and then watched a little bit of There You Go, Brother. I think what it is on some European show. It's kind of strange, but overall not too bad of a show. So watched that, and that was good. So, but from there, after that, headed back out. Had my second bottle of soda for the night, which would have been my fifth most of these times because I drink a lot, way too much soda. So trying to cut back on that. And my goal was to cut it down, like just cut out like one bottle. And then I only ended up drinking 2 the whole day. So I was gonna drink like 5 or 4, but my dream would be to only drink 3, but I only drank 2 today. So worked out for me. Went outside, had myself a cigar, hung out with the dog, watched him just be annoying. And it is what it is. But yeah, from there, I reached out earlier in the day to the owners about the crap their dog was doing and if they had any suggestions of how to make him not be such a turd head. And they really didn't have any suggestions. But one of the things he's marking on stuff, he like on the patio, and then he's marked on a couple things in the house. They're talking to their vet about trying to get him neutered finally. So, which should have been done a long damn time ago, but who knows? So we'll see how it goes because I got to watch him again coming up in end of this month or December, I don't know. But when I mentioned to my wife he was going to be here again, she kind of had that like, crap, not him again, because that was when he first got here even. So she's kind of over him. And I said, if you want me to stop watching him, I will. Like, he's a decent dog, but he's not great. And now that he's here by himself, holy crap, he's a pain in the ass. So yeah, definitely not worth the money they paid me. So yeah, that's pretty much what we have for the day. I got on my cigar, headed back in, watched a little bit of episode of Frasier, and I ate some Ritz, barbecue flavored Ritz cracker things that really were not very good, but I grew up way too damn poor to throw food away, so finished off that bag and I was kind of glad to see it gone. So that's all I got for now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.